So I'm on my way to the Ankara bus station. Oh, it's so much easier today because I'm going downhill instead of uphill, and I'm not so tired. Had a nice night rest, long night's rest last night, and I'm feeling a lot better than I was last night. So I have one last little step to go to get to Istanbul today. I finished the Dogu Express yesterday here in Ankara, and I'm really glad I decided to spend the night here instead of going on yesterday. Made for a much more relaxed trip. So 9:35 high-speed train to Ankara today, and then I will get on another local train to take me out to where my apartment is, where I will stay for a week. So I'm glad to have this first big portion of the trip done, and the second portion will be a little bit easier. I'm gonna go try and see if I can exchange my ticket, my economy ticket, for a business class ticket. I don't think it's gonna work. I think they're full, but it would be kind of nice because the business class tickets are actually not very expensive either. All the trains in Turkey are pretty cheap, so that's kind of nice. So I'm aiming for the train station. I'll be there in a few minutes. I made it here to the train station this morning. It's not that many people here yet, although there is a 9:35 train to Istanbul, so it's probably going to get busy in a few minutes on the other platform. So we're going to go over this walkway, which is nice. It has escalators. It's so challenging to take my bags upstairs like this, so I'm really glad to have escalators. So here's where I'll go, and then I'll go to this other part of the station where the YHT fast train leaves from. Guess what? It worked. I did it. I was hoping to get a business class seat, but when I tried to get this ticket last week, there were no business class seats. So I asked this morning, and there was one, and I got a ticket. So I got a chance to go on business class on this high-speed train. We'll see how different it is from economy. Cool. I have arrived in Istanbul. It was a fairly uneventful trip, as I expected. Of course, it was much faster because I was on a high-speed train and didn't have as far to go. So I'll be here for about 9 days before I leave again on another train. But I did get my next train ticket here. It's really, again, challenging to get tickets in Turkey for trains. When I arrive here at this station, which I cannot pronounce it. You can see it there in the background. You can try pronouncing it yourself. I stopped at the international ticket office. It took him about 20 minutes to make me a ticket for my train that takes me from Istanbul to Sofia next week. They had problems with the printer. Finally, I got a ticket. I have no idea if I have an upper or a lower berth next week. We will find out when I get there. So Istanbul it is. I'll have a few days to enjoy this very interesting city, and then I'll be off again.
Vagonlu tren, trenimiz peron sonunda duracaktır. Sayın yolcularımız, lütfen inen geçişlerden dikkat ediniz. The next train service to Ankara is arriving at platform 1. Take the fast train. Train will stop at Dear passengers, please give priority to
Got here yesterday and without too much trouble, although I got off one stop too early on the metro station, and then I ended up taking a hot bus with all my luggage to get to my final destination, which was my guest house. But otherwise, it went pretty smoothly. It was really nice being in business class, um, but not necessarily, I don't necessarily was that much nicer than being in economy because the train's very quiet and clean and comfortable, even in economy, which I have ridden that train in economy before. So I don't know if it's worth the extra. It's approximately $5 more for business class, which for a train ticket in Turkey, that's a lot. Sorry, the camera's shaking. Look what I've gotten in my lap. I know you're in Turkey when you've got cats climbing all over you wherever you go. So today I'm off to do a little walking around. I'm looking for a shop up near Taksim, which is got really good kaymak, which is kind of a cheese, almost like cream cheese, but not quite so rich, I don't think. Anyway, I'm gonna do that today, and I'm gonna be walking around a bit, and I think I'm gonna top it all off with visiting a hammam finally.